Hello there. What is going on, everyone? This is the lightsaber giveaway announcement. How can you get a lightsaber? Stay tuned and I will reveal all things to you through the power of the dark side. So, as we approach 50,000 subscribers on the channel, it has come time to break down the chains that held us to the normal $25 Amazon gift card giveaways. And this time, we're going big. We're going very big with a lightsaber. Much like this one. Would you like to win the lightsaber? We will tell you how. Stay tuned. And we will talk about all kinds of lightsabers. Yes.
Hello there. Wow, that was something else, wasn't it? Thanks for the great introduction, Darth Maul. We are just about at 50,000 subscribers, and I decided I wanted to do something big, and I'm going to be doing a lightsaber giveaway. I'm going to give you more details on the specifics towards the end of the video. But I wanted to just do something a little bit bigger than my normal, because I always run giveaways for people who are subscribed and leave a comment. And usually it's just a $25 Amazon gift card. And I do those about every 2 weeks or so. And so I wanted to do a bigger giveaway that was going to kind of run through the holidays and kind of be a kind of a longer way to celebrate this big milestone of hitting 50,000 subscribers. Which, granted, at the time of me filming this right now, I'm just shy of that. So presumably, we'll kind of cross that threshold during the giveaway. And maybe we'll have some other things planned for like maybe the day or so that we actually cross that. But for right now, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the lightsabers that I have reviewed, because some of you may watch me for different types of reasons, because I want to talk about the kind of stuff that I cover on the channel. Because you'll see here behind me, I've got a bunch of board games, and if you've seen me for a while, you've known that I cover a lot of miniatures games like Star Wars Armada, Star Wars X-Wing, Star Wars Legion, tabletop miniatures games. But I also do board games, but I also do Star Wars collectibles, action figures, collectibles, things like that. I actually have an action figure review coming up tomorrow for some Thundercats action figures. While it's not Star Wars specifically, that's coming out soon also. Big Thundercats fan as well. But yeah, so, I do a lot of different collectibles. You've probably seen some of my other, reviews of some of the different masks we've got, Darth Vader, Boba Fett, Stormtrooper helmets. I even let you try some of these on virtually, which is kind of a fun thing to do. And maybe we'll do more stuff like that. There hasn't been a whole lot of new stuff come out lately, but I'm also a big fan of the lightsaber reviews, and I've done quite a few of these, and it's something I might consider doing more of in the future. But these are just such a great, cool thing to have. And I know a lot of people. I had done a lightsaber giveaway one time before, and it was very popular. And so I thought this would be a good time to do another one again, because they're pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. Now, funny thing, because I'm gonna showcase some of my favorite lightsabers in this video. And one of the things that I want to highlight here is that you might notice some scratches and dents on some of my lightsabers, because look, I'm a parent. I'm also a collector. So there can be some difficulty there. And at first I wanted to be like, no, kids can't ever touch my daddy's toys. But over time, I started to think, what's the point? I can't take them with me, right? Let me know if you agree, right? Like, if any of you guys are collectors, I want to hear about it. Let me know down in the comment section. Are you collectors? And if so, if you have kids, or if you have maybe nephews, nieces, and stuff like that, and young little hands that want to play with things, have you ever let them play with your collectibles? Because they can break things. Things can get broken, but more likely than just getting broken, sometimes things just get like scratched or maybe not treated all that well. And there was a certain point where I used to collect a lot of Star Wars Black Series action figures too, and I had a huge vat of them. I used to collect every single one up to a certain point. And then I just, I kind of stopped, and at one point I, had a cancer scare, and I kind of put things in perspective for me. And so I let my kids play with all of them. They went from being in storage to like, this is silly for them to be in storage. You know what? You guys can play with all of these. So I let my kids play with lightsabers, supervised, of course, but we have a great time. And it's always a really fun thing to do, especially when we go out in the evenings, you know, for certain holidays like Halloween or 4th of July, where we're going to be outdoors after the sun is kind of getting low. It's a great opportunity to pull these things out, because while they do look pretty good in the light, they look way better when it gets a little bit dimmer. So I'm going to showcase a couple of these, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the giveaway. First up is my first ever lightsaber, and this is the Star Wars Black Series Luke Skywalker lightsaber, also known as Anakin's original lightsaber. Also was marketed as Rey's lightsaber. This is the like one of the first ones, and like this one has been played with the most. Also, the grip here at the bottom has started to kind of decay a little bit. Like the plastic or rubber is now really tacky. And that's like it feels almost like it's like when plastic starts to dry rot. So this one I've had probably for about 4 years now, but still works great. I did dim the lights a little bit so you can kind of get an idea of how they look. And I'm not putting any special effects on this at all. The lightsabers just on camera happen to look awesome. So let's look at some more. Next up is Mace Windu. This is the prettiest possible of the early Black Series lightsabers. Has that beautiful amethyst blade, and with the Electrum handle in here. And this one is actually pretty cool because this one can affix to the Darth Maul saber staff that you already saw. If you want to disconnect one of those, it doesn't connect super well, but I did a video about that as well. So you should check out some of my other lightsaber reviews. You've already seen my Dooku lightsaber, because I had that one in the beginning, but what you might not have seen yet are the Asajj Ventress lightsabers. These actually have a connector piece in here that allows you to kind of form the whole saber staff thing. That's the S saber staff that she really almost never used. But you know, that's okay. These have weird, because they have buttons, but the buttons don't do anything. You have to hit these little switches on the inside. But now we've got twin sabers. Of course, they don't come two in a pack. This was actually a double purchase. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. And we've got one of my favorites, maybe my favorite. That one came on a little bit quicker. One of my favorite of the original classic Black Series lightsabers, and it's Obi-Wan's. One of the reasons I love this one so much is because the button makes sense. It's right here, right? It makes sense. It's easy to turn on, a little too easy because it came on right when I was about to do it. But also it's a little thinner on the handle. It has a nice natural grip, and it doesn't hurt your hand to wheel as I'm like knocking things over. It doesn't hurt your hand at all. So it's really, really nice. And all of the ones that we've looked at so far, the blades are not removable. They're stuck in place. But we do have some that are removable. So I'll take a look at some of those as well. Next up is Kit Fisto's lightsaber. Now, I don't have every single lightsaber that's out there. You might have noticed I skipped one or two. I just didn't happen to get them all. I never got Jedi Luke's lightsaber, and I never got Darth Vader's lightsaber, but I kind of have Luke Skywalker's Anakin lightsaber, so that one's kind of work between, but you know, it's kind of the best of both worlds. But this was the first of the green-bladed lightsabers that I picked up. And this one, if you try to turn it on, it has a little switch here. It fizzles out, right? Because it knows there's no blade attached. So you can unscrew this, and you can get that blade in there. Now, the cool thing an interesting thing about these, it has this little piece here. It's kind of cool, but it's also kind of a little bit of a bummer. You've got a removable blade, and the interesting thing about the removable blade is if you start collecting a lot of these, you're going to run into some problems because you might forget whose is whose. So what I've actually done on all of mine is I've written a name with some like metallic ink, so that I know whose is whose. And you get this, you screw this whole thing down on there, and we're almost ready. Oh, you hear that? It gave me a little audio feedback. Let's see if it works. Let's see. Woo, baby! Yeah! All right, so we've got Ahsoka, Clone Wars Ahsoka's lightsaber. This is maybe the worst one I've ever done. So this is the first one from like the Deluxe lightsabers. Now these are significantly more expensive. I haven't gotten all of the Deluxe ones either. Like they have a Kylo Ren, that's a Deluxe one. I haven't picked that one up. But the Ahsoka Clone Wars one, the reason it's so bad, I believe they had a recall on these, because this center piece right here is cut directly head on, and it's not tapered at all. So it's cut, it's like a cheese grater, and it has sliced my hands up many times when trying to, like, when I first did my review, like trying to just grab it around here. Like if you're not ultra careful, if you just jerk your hand a little bit, you're gonna slice skin off your hand. So this is extremely dangerous. Hopefully when they put these back out, so I'm kind of holding it a little fancy. Also, the button has an action button here, but the power button is here, and it should come out more, but your finger physically can't get in there unless you have a really small finger. So I have to use something special to turn it on. And there we go. And there we go. And now this one, if you hold this button in, it'll color change, but I'm not doing, I did that in my review, so you can go check that out. But you can use the action button to put some of those effects in there, like you're cutting through something, or if you're doing some of that. But it's an annoying lightsaber, that's for sure. We'll look at some slightly better ones for the Black Series, Deluxe Black Series. Next up is Revan's lightsaber. Now, both the Ahsoka one that we just looked at and Revan's here also have the removable blade. Revan's is interesting, and I didn't put the blade in here because I wanted to show you guys something else that the Deluxe Series have, is they have this kyber crystal bit that goes in here. And when you ignite it, you can see like the purple light. And so instead of just showing, you've already seen a purple lightsaber and you've already seen a red lightsaber. This one color shifts between the two, and it has two buttons here. So if I hold, I think I have to hold the green button. There we go. Let's see. Is it gonna? No, it's not. There it goes. There it goes. So it does the little, like the display thing. So this is really nice if you're gonna have it on display. They come with the really fancy deluxe stands right here, so you can have them kind of stood up like that. But if you hold the power button instead of turning it off, it should change from purple to red. This one has given me a lot of difficulty too. In my initial review for this, a lot of people said I reviewed it wrong because it didn't look like I had twisted it all the way. And while at least at one point in the video I didn't twist it all the way, at other points I did, it still had the exact same result. Like this particular one has like kind of faulty transmitters or receivers inside, so it makes it to where it just randomly turns itself off like in mid-swing a lot of times. So I usually leave this one in display mode, and I really should have written Hasbro for a replacement or something. Honestly, I knew that I was going to probably keep it on display more of the time, so I just kind of got overwhelmed and didn't get into it. But I want to show you guys the best of the deluxe lightsabers. All right, it's got a lot of fingerprints on it because it gets played with quite a bit. And granted, it's a high, like, expensive collectible, but I play with them because, I put them on display. I just do everything. But that's me. You can do whatever you want with yours. So these are this is Palpatine's lightsaber, and it has the screw off top. And it's really beautiful. I love this one. I did another full review of this one. The screw on top, it's got two, this is like the display screw on top, which is a little smaller, and it's got the separate screw on top that has enough room for the lightsaber blade to go through. Let me get the right blade here. I got Kit Fisto's, I've got Revan's, and where's Palpatine's? Oh, here it is. The Senate. That's definitely Palpatine's. All right, all right, so you see, I put it in, we twist it. I do know how to do it. You gotta twist them. All right, hopefully the battery's not dead on this one. All right, we got a button in here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Yes, it's treason then. So this one is cool for a number of reasons. You've got your green button to turn it on. Sometimes your hand can accidentally touch the green button, but that's not too much of a problem. And then we've got our red button here, which is, if we're deflecting, we push it. See, and all of these do this, but this one makes the button for it very easy. If we hold this button down, right, if we're cutting through something, and I believe if we hold the power button down, it turns into Force Lightning mode, which is really cool. Now, granted, you have to suspend your disbelief a little bit because he doesn't shoot Force Lightning out of his lightsaber, but you can still activate the effect. Like you can hold the lightsaber behind you and you're shooting and this is just emitting the glow, right? So like so much you can do with this one. It's my favorite one. It's very easy to use. It's very pretty. I love this one. And it's not all lightsabers that I also review. As a matter of fact, if you win, you don't even have to get a lightsaber. There's all kinds of fun other things that you can do. You've got the baton, the riot control, but you're not supposed to do that yet. This is a really lousy thing. What are you doing? Okay, there it goes. It's supposed to, you know, these things are so flimsy. Like, this one was expensive too, and overcosted. There we go. But it feels fun in your hand. But like this part was so flimsy on these, you know, and that's one of the things one of the reasons that I'm trying to get you guys to subscribe and stuff, because I review a lot of the stuff to help save you money and help you make more informed decisions. And it's not all just Hasbro lightsabers also. There's lots of other ones. There's some I've picked up at Disney. We actually, my son helped videotape when we did the entire lightsaber, build your own lightsaber experience. So that is really fun. I've done a couple of videos on this. I'm gonna put a link to some of this stuff in the description below. But we also picked up some other cool ones like the adult Ahsoka, the Fulcrum lightsaber set. And those are really cool. And they all have interchangeable lightsabers, and they're much easier to pop the blades in and out. They kind of just, wait, that's not even the right one. Yeah, but they all basically, you know, you get different size blades. There's 3 different size blades, and they all just pop in, twist, and go. I think the batteries are dead on this one, but basically, but they're really cool because you can actually swap out the Kyber crystal in these as well, which is also super fun. So let's talk about how you're going to win. All right, so now the part you've all been waiting for. How do you win one of these lightsabers? Well, the lightsaber giveaway is actually going to be a very flexible giveaway. It's going to be in the form of an Amazon gift card for $250. Now that should be enough to get most lightsabers that are out there, even some of the deluxe ones. Now, if you're trying to get something that's been out of stock for a while, I can't control that. So sometimes resellers will jack the prices up very, very highly. But most of the lightsabers, like these started out as like $100. But some of them they've been kind of going up in price and going up in price and going up in price. And so I figured for $250, that should be enough to let you get any lightsaber you want, maybe even 2 if you find them cheap enough. Or if for whatever reason you just would prefer to get like a helmet or use it for something else, you can do that, but you're supposed to use it for a lightsaber. That's the spirit of the giveaway. And of course, if you're looking for a lightsaber, this is the right place. And if you win, of course you're going to use it for a lightsaber. But yes, it'll be in the form of an Amazon gift card. Digital gift card. Basically all you have to do to enter to win is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. I'm going to be announcing the winner during the week of Christmas at the end of one of my videos. We'll make a big deal about it. Because we also have a lot of other giveaways that are going on for the rest of the year. I do giveaways in my Discord server. So if you're clicking the links in the description below. If you want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Facebook, all that other good stuff. I do TikToks sometimes even, Instagram, all of that stuff. But we have a Discord that's very family friendly, and it's a great place for young gamers to get in and start asking questions, or old gamers alike. I mean, I started getting into tabletop gaming in my 30s, so it's not like you have to be young or old or there's any kind of age requirement for it. But we have all of that stuff down in the description below. I'm going to put also a write-up with the links and the details for the giveaway over on Crabbok.com. That's my website. I have a lot of free gaming content available there for games like Star Wars Armada, Star Wars Legion. I've done AI expansions and things like that. So if you are like looking to play and don't have anybody to play against, there's a whole rule set available for free over on Crabbok.com, as well as some other goodies that are there as well. Plus links to all of my reviews, too. If you're trying to find these individual lightsaber reviews and you want to see more of them in action, because I didn't ignite every single one, you can find them over on Crabbok.com. Go to reviews. There's a collectibles page. We also have other reviews, too, for gaming, terrain, play mats, all kinds of cool stuff like that. But yeah, ultimately, we'd love to have your subscription because I would love to have you stick around and give me some feedback on what kind of stuff you guys want to see next. That's basically all there is to it. But also stay tuned for December because we're going to be doing 12 giveaways, the 12 Days of Life Day giveaway, which means basically 12 times during the month of December, randomly, but probably not twice on the same day. I'll be giving away surprise giveaways to people who have been subscribed and left comments on my videos. And now the thing is, an important detail for this too is you have to be a public subscriber. Do you know what that means? They're basically in your YouTube settings, there's a way where you can kind of hide who you're subscribed to. And I don't really see too much benefit in that because it actually makes it impossible for me to tell if you're subscribed or not. When I go to select a winner, and I say sort by, show me all the people who are subscribers. If you're not a public subscriber, you get filtered out of that. So you can't win unless you let me know that you're subscribed by not having your subscription status hidden. So you have to find that out in your YouTube settings. So that's basically really the only special thing of it. But bonus points, if you're actually replying to other people's comments as well, can getting the discussion going, because this is a great place to talk about fandom, to talk about Star Wars, to talk about gaming, and to talk about all the things that we love. And it's not always Star Wars too. I'm also a big geek for all kinds of other stuff, especially like Marvel and Star Trek and heck, Street Fighter even. That was a pretty cool game too. You should check out some of the Street Fighter review that I've done and some of the other unboxings and stuff. Some really cool minis over there. All right, well anyway, we got more cool stuff coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. We've got a Legion points update. We've got more battle reports in the works. We've got lots of really cool stuff. But you got to stay tuned and see it. All right, guys, that's all I've got for you today. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will look forward to seeing more from you guys. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. I will talk to you later. Big thanks to my patrons. You guys help make this all possible, so thank you for your continued support. And always remember, when scuba diving with octopuses, don't bring jelly, only peanut butter.